Top five, hand down. They caught you slipping with your pen down. Yeah. How that tough talking got you man down. Look. In 2013, I probably sold the rest of payroll. In 2013, I had with $50 a roll. Sipping like it threw me a pound of white girl in cold. Telling me about whole stuff. Why the hell every time I come around, you wanna hold something? Then you wanna get mad when I tell you no, like you my horse up. Can't get no dollar, I know bitch, but she ain't worth nothing. I can't get no dollar, I know bitch, she ain't worth nothing. Well, I guess I'm going up. Remember when it was going up? Them told me $6,000, we gon' get it started going up. Way before that dirty Sprite drop, he was in pouring up.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Acorn Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up 1st down.
Now a give on the ground, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here we go.
They bring their tight end right. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down. Here's Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I think they need to go away from it.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. On play action, Stroud. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. That his second TD catch of the season.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them, but they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection, and then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 7. Bengals nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here is Burrow. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Burrow here on second down. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that'll set up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Oh, the punch the ball.
46-yard line.
What? You say what? What they got to do with me though? Oh.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Tight end on the move left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Where's the hot?
Throwing is Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And some good blocking at the point of attack. I'll pick up about 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time.
Look at her nose.
Yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid
He's turning yellow
sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable.
And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted.
Fuck.
And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here we go. Can, stop.
They'll stay on the ground with Parker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here we go.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
12. Stop.
Barkley away. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Gun.
Second down. Burrow. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson down to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We're all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up the throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud.
Hey, that's
Over the
boots.
middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Open space inside the 10. To the pylon, he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. This pass complete to Jalen Noel. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
First down,
All right.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now give up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening.
don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Throwing on second down. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. It's his third touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Lit. You gonna go and put some clothes on?
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away.
The Bengals take over a first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
We'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
On the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
On 1, right?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here we go. 12. Behind. Right 80. Behind. Behind.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here we go. 12. Behind. Right 80. Right high.
Once again, it's Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down, 3 to go. Now Burrow on the bootleg. Rolling right. That is caught. Finding Higgins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action for Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to keep himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. It's going to be third. They need one. They'll try to sneak it here.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Quickly to the outside and complete. Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield when they're able to force the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. And now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Right, 80, 11, mighty, 11, mighty, 11, 11.
On 1st down, Burrow. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On first down, it's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Here's Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. 48 York and the field goal unit coming on the field. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Here we go, here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for the Bengals. First down.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow here on second down. That one finds Chase. And he's just a something short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown Bengals. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this pass 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry here, and it's Taj Brooks. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's not made by Byron Young.
The 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 11 MT.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The outside, it's hooked in by Chase. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase, touchdown Cincinnati. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
He'll start at the 4. Here comes a reverse. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Play action. Stroud. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And now he loses the football. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of the 1st down. That's a pickup of 8. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
All right.
Handoff here, up the middle. Oh, he takes a really good look at the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2. Now you find yourself on 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 then. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 33.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On a second down throw for Stroud. Throw over the middle, taken in by Noel. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
18.
Send a man in motion right. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 2. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
On 2.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Start.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. On the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Can. Start.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Let's get set. Start.
Now, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
12.
Here's Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that, but there is a flag on the field. And that is in the area where usually someone was held.
On 2, ready?
Now it is first and goal.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide side. Start.
Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third-quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. very good pickup. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Higgins sent in motion. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Out to his right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Stroud. Now deep ball here for Collins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Texans.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stoutly. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
All right. 18. What's up? 2J.
Here's Stroud. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
On the quick, right?
18. What's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal.
18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
All right. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Now or never. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting there saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Flush to his right.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. After suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down. They're going to move this one out to the 25. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
On a handoff, Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's get set. 180. 180. 180. Stop.
Again, it is Brooks. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Gun.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. They'll take the snap and go down to an 8. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment.
Can. Start.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 38.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Steady.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year. They bring a tight end in motion left. He chooses to keep it on the zone read. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is brought in. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That